Welcome to the Lambton College International Graduate Services and Support Center, your dedicated resource for navigating life after graduation. We know the journey can be complex, from understanding immigration processes to making career decisions and expanding your professional network. That's why we're here, to simplify these challenges and support your transition into Canadian life. At the International Graduate Services and Support Center, our mission extends beyond your academic achievements. We are here to facilitate your successful integration into the Canadian workforce and society. From career counseling to workshops on Canadian workplace culture and immigration support, our services are tailored to meet the unique needs of international graduates. We're committed to empowering you with the tools and knowledge necessary for success. Embrace the opportunity to connect with fellow graduates and professionals through our networking events and stay informed with our comprehensive webinars covering a range of topics crucial for your postgraduate success. Remember, the path to achieving your aspirations is a journey we undertake together. Ready to take the next step? Visit our website and join our supportive community. Remember to follow us on Instagram and on LinkedIn for upcoming immigration webinars, networking events, and much more. Together, let's make your postgraduate journey a success.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us today. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today is a sunny day and warm here in Toronto. I know in Sarnia as well, so I do really hope you are all enjoying. My name is Cristina Gigorin, and I'm the coordinator of the International Graduate Services and Support Center. I want to remind you that we are recording this webinar so that you can watch it later on our YouTube channel, and you're also going to get a recording shortly. I want to invite you to follow us on our social media account, where you will get all the latest information about the center, our upcoming events, job fairs, and a lot of information. This month, next week, we'll have another immigration event related to PR pathways for immigration. We're having some problems actually with Salesforce, so probably you got it already. If you haven't got it, go to our website, go to LinkedIn or Instagram, and you will find all the information over there so you won't miss that event. Also, next month in April, we're hosting a networking event. This time, this networking event will be for our technology programs, which it's a lot. That includes project management, marketing, chemical laboratory, engineering, and a lot of programs. So if you belong to one of those programs, the technology part, please make sure to follow us, check your email. And if you want to participate as a speaker, don't hesitate and send us an email to internationalgrad@lambtoncollege.ca, and we will provide you more information. As you know, this center is dedicated to assisting you, our international graduates, as you seek employment and settle into Canadian life following graduation. International graduates from all 4 campuses have access to immigration, career advice, and networking events. There are countless reasons why you can take pride in being a Lambton graduate, as I'm also proud of working here. We've been ranked as one of Canada's top research colleges, and we're here to support you all the way, even after graduation. Today, we're going to discuss a very important topic, which is French. So we have been hearing about French everywhere for immigration. I have said this before, if you already have certain age, you studied something, and your background, those things we cannot change, but we can improve our language skills, whether in English or in French. So if you have taken already an English test, that's great, but probably the thing that you need right now to actually boost your score and get the points that you need is French. So that's why we're holding this event today with amazing guests. You will meet them all. So this session will have 2 parts. The first part will be immigration, and then we want to give you solutions as well. So you will understand the importance with the immigration part. And then we want to provide you with some, in this case, language school, who's gonna provide services for you to study French. So we're gonna get started with Gabriela Laya. Gabriela is a regulated immigration consultant and the founder of North Gold Immigration Services. Gabriela specializes in different types of visas and immigration programs. So Gabriela, thanks a lot for joining us today, and I will pass it over to you now. And just very quickly, don't forget to keep your questions in the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you. Give me one moment. Let me just share. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. My name
Perfect.
is Gabriela Laya. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and today I will bring you some information so you can obtain your permanent residence in Canada through the French language. So as we all know, Canada is a bilingual country. It has two official languages, and those are English and French. So right now, they are opening the door to those French-speaking candidates who are willing to settle in remote Francophone communities outside of Quebec. So learning French, you will learn more about this later, but will give you more opportunities for job-wise. You will have access to other communities that you didn't have access before, maybe because of the language. So earlier this year, give me one moment. Oh, no, we went too far. Okay. Earlier this year, IRCC launched a new immigration pathway. It's called the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot. And this is for French-speaking candidates who are willing to settle in Francophone communities outside of Quebec. So a total of 6 communities were chosen. Those are the Acadian Peninsula, New Brunswick, Sudbury, Ontario, Timmins, Ontario, Superior East Region, Ontario, St. Pierre Jollies in Manitoba, in Kelowna in British Columbia. So more information to come on this. Only 2 of those communities have launched their website with just a little bit of information about the pilot. So I will encourage you to keep an eye open if you are interested in this program. If you happen to find a job offer from a designated employer within the community, I advise you to contact the community itself, and then they can give you more information. They are still in the development phase, so we are waiting for more specific information about the pilot. So what will you need to qualify for this program? The first thing will be a job offer from a designated employer in the community. You will need at least 1 year of work experience in the past 3 years at the same NOC tier category, but I will explain a little bit more about that 2 slides later. Because this is a program that is targeting French-speaking candidates, then you will need to demonstrate an French level CLB or NCLC level 5 in all 4 language abilities. That will be reading, speaking, listening, and writing. Okay, so those 4. You will also need a high school diploma, but I believe if you are here, then we can have that. If you know someone who might only have a high school diploma, if they didn't obtain that in Canada, then they will need an ECA, the Education Credential Assessment. You will also need proof of funds, and the amount of money that you will need will depend on the size of your family. So you will always need to include yourself here when you are calculating the funds you will need. So if it's only you, then will be just one person, of course, and you will need 7,963 Canadian dollars. If you have a spouse, then it will be 2, and this is the amount that you will need. If you have children, then you will be adding these up. So just remember to always include yourself. The work experience, we have some flexibility in here when we refer to the work experience in this program. So as I mentioned before, you will need at least 1 year, translated that to 1,560 hours of related work experience in the past 3 years. So everything is related to the job offer you receive. If your job offer is in tier 0 or 1, then your work experience must be in tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. If your job offer is tier 2, then your work experience must be in tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it is in tier 3 or 4, then your work experience must be tier 2, 3, or 4. Now, if your job offer is in tier 5, then your work experience must be in the same 5-digit NOC code. If you are a registered nurse or a registered psychiatric nurse, NOC 31301 Tier 1, then you can have a job offer as a nurse aide, orderly, and patient service associate, or as home support worker, caregiver, and related occupation. That will be Tier 4. So again, very flexible in there. Not only that, you will need a job offer as a registered nurse or as a registered psychiatric nurse. Now, once you have a job offer, the employer will send your recommendation to the community, and they will make sure that the job offer is real, that you meet the requirements for the pilot, and then if they decide to recommend you, then you can apply for permanent residence. Now let's talk about express entry. When we talk about express entry, we refer to PR programs at the federal level. So the express entry is an online application system that streamlines applications, permanent residence applications for skilled workers in Canada. So it manages 3 programs. The first one is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, and the Canadian Experience Class. Now, how many points will I receive if I speak French? Well, if you take the test and then you demonstrate that in CLC level 7 or higher in French, then this is the amount of points you can receive. So 25 additional points if you score 7 in French and you can demonstrate CLB 4 or less in English. Now, if you demonstrate CLB 5 in English or higher, and also 7 in French, then you can get 50 additional points. Of course, you always need to keep in mind that the amount of points that you will receive will vary depending on your profile and the factors that are taken into consideration there. The French language has been added as it has its own category on the express entry. You will still need to qualify for any of the 3 programs, the Federal Skilled Worker programs, the Federal Skilled Trades program, and the Canadian Experience Class. So this will be like a subcategory. See, if you demonstrate NCLC 7 in French, then you will qualify for the category-based rounds of invitations. So what they do, because if you score 7 in French, then you will receive more points. And if you qualify for the category-based rounds of invitations, what they do is they lower the threshold for you. So you receive more points and they lower the threshold. That means that you have more chances to receive an invitation to apply for permanent residence. So a lot of benefits in there. So we talked about the federal level. Now we will go to the provincial level. So the provincial nominee programs, you need to keep in mind that you can always send all the documents in either French or English because Canada is a bilingual country. Some of the PMPs will give you more points if you are proficient in both languages. Each province and territory in Canada has its own stream within the PMP. They target specific groups with unique requirements. So if there's something that interests you in any, I would recommend you to go to their website and research the requirements. So the first one is the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, best known as the OIMP, specifically the Ontario's Express Entry French-speaking skilled worker stream. So under the OIMP, they have 2 types of applications. One that you apply for nomination directly to the province, and the other one that is managed through Express Entry. So in this one, you will still need to qualify for either the Federal Skilled Worker Program or the CEC, have submitted an express entry profile, have at least CLB 7 or higher in all French sections, and CLB 6 or higher in all English categories. Then we have the New Brunswick Strategic Initiative stream. So for this one, you will need to be at least 19 years old, demonstrate CLB 5 for French in all 4 language abilities, intend to live in New Brunswick, have at least a Canadian secondary school diploma, have a qualifying connection to New Brunswick that will be either an in-person exploratory visit or a genuine job offer or a New Brunswick priority. So this one has closed for 2025. If you are interested, if you think that this will be achievable for you, then I will recommend you to go to the website and download the guide, and that way you can research and see what the requirements are and see if it might be a good fit for you when it opens for next year. Then we have the Northwest Territory Nominee Program, specifically the Francophone stream. So the same as this one, the application intake period for the Northwest Territory Nominee Program closed on March 6, 2025, but it might reopen next year. So I will recommend you the same to go to their website and see what the requirements are and how you can prepare and have everything ready. So when they open again, you are ready to go. So for this one, you will need a valid job offer from an employer within the territory in any NOC tier category. So again, some flexibility in there. CLB 5 in French and CLB 4 in English. So what tips will I recommend you for a successful immigration journey? So improve your language skills. If you are already proficient in English, then I will recommend you to enhance your French language skills or start learning French if you need to, and that will give you much more benefits, not only in immigration wise, but also you will get more job opportunities and a better integration into the Canadian society, even more if you are going to any of the remote Francophone communities. Research. So each program has specific eligibility criteria and application processes. So take the time to research and understand the requirements of the programs that interest you. So when they open, for those that are closed, you are ready to submit your application. Consider consulting a regulated immigration professional who can provide personalized guidance and help you navigate the application process effectively, especially when you are unsure on how to navigate the process, what requirements you will need. Sometimes clients come to me and say, I'm not sure if I need to submit this, if I need an affidavit, some things like that. So just if you don't understand something, then find that guidance, and that will save you not only money, but also time. Prepare financially. So ensure you have the necessary financial resources to support your settlement in Canada. This may include funds for applications, proof of funds required by IRCC, housing, transportations, and other living expenses. So by taking advantage of the specialized programs available to French-speaking applicants and preparing for your immigration journey, you can ensure a smooth transition to life in Canada, and that will benefit not only you, but also your family. Thank you.
Perfect, Gabriela. Thank you so much. I don't know if you would like to mention very briefly about the discount we have for Lambton graduates.
Yeah, so the way I work, I offer a 30-minute consultation, and that has a cost of $60. So we will meet virtually. And if you are interested in PR application to assess evaluate your profile, something like that related to PR, then I will send you a form so you can send me some more information about your profile, and that way we can have everything ready by the time we have the consultation.
Yeah, and that's great because you don't need to fill that within the consultation, but you will be providing the information before the consultation, so Gabriela knows your information already and she can start working on a plan for you. Thank you so much, Gabriela. This is great because we're learning about new programs such as this pilot program, which is very interesting, but now we want to give you solutions as well. And this is why we have invited Bleed. We have today Yania and Tanya, both from Bleed. Yania is a special ed project and pathway coordinator at Bleed with a passion for educator and student success. She works to ensure smooth transitions and support for students navigating their academic pathway from their language journey. And we have as well Tanya. Tanya is the senior advisor at Bleed. She holds a bachelor's in digital marketing with a wealth of experience and expertise in the educational field. She plays a primary role in providing strategic guidance and support to Bleed's team. So now I will pass it over to you. You will explain us everything about Bleed, how it works, the fees and everything. So if you are interested later on, you can join Bleed's class and you will finally get this French language level that we all desire to get permanent residence. So Yani and Tanya, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, thank you. So just give me one quick second. I'm gonna share my computer.
Just meanwhile, I would like to say, one deep, we do have your questions, but we would like to have more clarification. If you can answer that, we can go to your question later. Thank you.
Okay, so you can see my screen right now,
Yes,
right?
thanks.
Okay, well, hello everybody. My name is Jania, and along with Tanya, we work at BLI. We are a language school with 45 years of experience located in Montreal, We have 2 campuses, one in Montreal and one in Quebec City. But today we would like to talk to you about our online programs that are the ones that might be more benefit for you in this journey that you guys are going to try to accomplish. Our school has excellent in education. We are accredited by Languages Canada, which is the organization represented Canada's 2 official languages, English and French. The membership is limited to schools that meet the association's rigorous standards, and it's committed to upholding them. So it is recognized by the government of Canada and internationally. So right now, we would like to start with our classes. We offer French as a second language and English as a second language. We have preparation for exams. So when we are talking and when Gabriela was talking to you guys about the level 7 and level 5 of the CLB, we are talking about a B1 level or a B2 level. This is something very important for all of us to understand because this will determine how much time we are going to need to study to reach this level. We can go through these a little bit further in the presentation. So if you have any questions about this, we can answer them. Our programs includes the orientation session, which is going to be the first day of your classes. They're going to show you exactly how our platform works. We have the online classes with our own book for you guys to use and to go through. We have live teachers that are going to be teaching you each level. Our classes can be fully online, or we have some hybrid classes as well. This means that you're going to be seeing a live teacher during your classes while you are understanding and you are taking the knowledge of the level that you're going to be taking. The placement test is going to be under our academic team. You're going to go into a link that we're going to provide. You're going to present the exam. It's a 30-minute exam, so we can assure what is the level that you're going to be starting. So depending on the level, on your results, then we're going to calculate. Let's say, for example, you are on a low A1 level of French. We're going to tell you how much time, depending on the hours that you're going to be allowed to take, how much time you're going to take to go to B2 level, for example, or to level 7 on the CLB language requirement for one of the processing for permanent residents. Once you graduate, we're going to give you a certificate. We're going to give you an academic report. And if necessary, we can help you to prepare to take the exam that you need. In this case, for example, if you're going to be taking the TEF or the TEFAC exam, we have a special program that is called preparation for this exam, and then you're going to be taking the exam afterwards. Our Quebec campus is one of the official places to take this exam. So if you need, we can even help you go through this process as well. Our courses have different schedules. We have the full-time program, the part-time program during the morning, like 9 p.m. to noon, or 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is for people that like it's going to school in the evening, is going to work at night or evenings, and you have free the mornings. So we can offer you this schedule. This schedule is actually more hours of sessions, so you can go through the levels a little bit faster because it's a full-time or intensive course. But we also have the online program. This program is actually done for students that are going to school during the morning, or even people that is working during the morning, and all they have available is the evening. This program, it takes a little bit more time to finish, but it's gonna give you the accessibility to only take 3 days a week during the evening. So as you can see, the schedule goes Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you're going to start your classes at 6:30 to 9 p.m. during the week. And we would like to talk. We have other schedules available if ever the necessity goes and you can come to Montreal or to Quebec City. We have the face-to-face program as well. Our face-to-face program is directly here at the school. You take the classes with the teachers. It's the exact same academic program. So there is no difference on what you're going to learn online or what you're going to learn face-to-face. It's the same academic program. The only difference is that if you can make it to the classes or you can take it only online depending on your schedule. Here you can see is a little bit of an explanation on the levels we were talking before. So if we were talking about the CLB level 7 that is required, that means that you need to go approximately to 460 points. So for TFC. What does that mean? That you need to be a B2 level, B2.1, B2.2 level, in order for you to reach the CLB 7 level. For some of the other programs that Gabriela was mentioning, the only requirement is the CLB level 5, which means that you need to reach the 390. So then we're talking about B1 level. But we can explain all of this to you once we determine what is your current level, how much time you have to study, and we can tell you exactly when your goal is it's going to happen. We can explain this a little bit more. Our levels during the evening, as you can see here, they go from the A0. So you can come to our courses from A0. You don't have to know any French. You can come and say, you know what, Jania, Tanya, I don't speak French at all. I want to start from 0. So that means that you're going to start as a true beginner, and we're going to tell you we have one starting date every 2 months, actually, in our evening courses. So if you're a higher level, a little bit like A1, A2, not complete beginner, you can join our classes any Monday. That is a little bit of a difference between the true beginner and all our other levels. But again, we can go through this with you guys each one by one once you talked or you reach us. And I talked to you before about the TEF, the fact preparation. So once you reach a high level of French, at least a B1 approximately, we can join the TEF, the fact preparation course. This even uses a book that is called Prep My Future, which is what all students use to take the exam, the TEF, the fact exam. So once you have reached this, we're going to join the class where you're going to be preparing exactly this class. It's not for French, not for general learning how to talk, how to understand. No, this is academically made to take the exam and pass, or not pass because there is no wrong number. There is made for you to reach the level that you need to reach and get the points that you're going to be needed to obtain your permanent residence. Right now, we have actually, this was the price that we were using before. But if you allow me to just change I'm going to just share the other. We have a promotion right now for all of you guys that let me see if you can see. You can see it now, right? Okay. So this is a promotion that we can offer to all of you students of Lambton College. So before, as you can see, it was actually more than $100 for a week for the part-time, full-time, and the evening program. So we have a big promotion right now that is only $70 for our online programs during the evening. So this is something that is super convenient that I will assure you guys that it's gonna get you into the French speaking very soon. And if you want to take advantage of this, just reach Tanya or me so we can help you register. We can explain more about this, and you can probably register by like the week after. We have starting dates available every Monday, like I said, only unless you were a true beginner, then we were talking about something different. But so yes, that's the promotion right now. I don't know if you might want to take a picture of it, or we can just send you in the chat. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Tanya, do you want to add anything?
Yeah. I want to add that all the material of the online course is included in our platform. If you register in the online course, you will have all the materials. It's not necessary to buy a book, to buy something extra. No, it's all included, and our platform is very easy to use. You will have a teacher, a live teacher. It's not a video, it's not a recorded class, it's a live class. It's important to know that. If you know more information and you go to our website, it's important to mention that you participate in this webinar because you I will give you the special prize for you that today we share in this webinar.
Hey, that
Okay.
was all amazing. Thank you so much. So I have provided you all information in the chat. You have the center's information, BLI information, and Gabriela's information, so you can check it out there. Remember, if you want to take advantage of these discounts, don't forget to mention that you are a Lambton graduate so you can actually get it. And I will be sending you all the information, the flyers, the recording, and the slides as well, so you can review everything. We do have some questions. Gabriela has been very proactive at already answering some of them, but let's get us started. This one is going to be for BLI. In general, how much time will it take for a beginner? Oh, it's gone. Okay, here. Sorry, for a beginner to reach a level that they can attain the PR requirements? So we need to remember that there are several pathways, right? So it's from 0 to CLB5 and from 0 to CLB7, depending on the one you're choosing. So you can tell us what's the amount of time that they will need for a CLB5 and CLB7.
So, okay, so these will depend on the amount of hours that the student has available. Because, for example, our program during the morning, you go up to one level every 4 weeks. So if there is a true beginner that is a complete zero and it's requesting to reach maybe level 5, which is the B2 level, we're talking about the A complete level and B1 level, and the B1 is the CL's level 5. So we're talking about 4 months. 5 months probably. But if you are going to take less hours of education, then the academic program gets extended a little bit more. I'm talking about maybe even double the time. So instead of 4 months, we're talking about 8 months. So depends a lot on the time that you're going to invest, and then you're going to do an intensive program, or you're going to do a faster or longer program. So I will recommend to start as soon as possible, as soon as you can, because the time that you have right now in between the time that you need to take this exam can make a huge difference. It is unfortunately something we cannot hurry, because in this case, we are not talking about I need to learn how to talk. I'm going to do it on the TV. I'm going to learn it if I go to a conversation club. It's not about this. The exam, the TEF, the FAC exam, this is an academic exam, a test that you need to provide with the 4 skills. So they are going to check if you know how to read, if you know how to write, if you know how to listen, and if you know how to talk. 4 skills on the B1 level, it's more than just I'm gonna just watch TV all day in French. That's unfortunately not how it works. You have to go through each level academically in order to present this exam. So it's very important that you invest in your education, that you invest in your French education, and you invest it in the right way and in the right place. And VLI is here for you. We have excellent teachers. We have excellent people that are community that is going to help you, that is going to give you support, that if you don't understand, if the teaching method is not working for you, we'll change it. We'll change classrooms. We'll do everything to try to help you and to try to make this happen for you. Like Tanya was mentioning, our material it's the one that you're going to have in the platform forever. You're going to have access to these books. You're going to have access to this material at all times. And you're going to have a live teacher. The live teacher is going to talk to you directly, is going to answer your questions, is going to talk to you about your pronunciation. It's a different thing. It's you might think that, oh, but it's going to take me a lot of time. Yes, but unfortunately, you have to learn it right in order to finalize and to present and to take this test.
That's great to know that BLI gives this kind of support. And if you're actually struggling or you do not feel well for any reasons, you can actually go to another class or whatever. The purpose here is for you to learn French, and they will certainly help you with that. That's a great advice. So do not waste any more time and just start doing it. There's the free assessment as well. I have seen a question around here. So it is, hello, I have DLF A2 certification, but I need refresher course on that. Can I join from BA2 or B1?
So yes, this is why we have our placement test. So you can give us your certification, we give it to our academic team, and you are also going to be required to take a placement test, which is one part is going to be written and one part is going to be at the school or online, in this case, with one of the academic coordinators that is going to test their skills. And because there is something that we need to understand as well. When we're talking about the 4 skills, we're talking about, let's say, I have a B2 level in speaking because I know perfectly how to speak. But my writing is an A1 level or A2 level. So when your levels doesn't match, we're going to have to work it out individually in the skill that you need. So this is why our preparation course is built. This is why we are talking about a preparation to take this exam. So the 4 skills can be at the same level for you. And in this case, yes, you can join the level that you're showing in your DELF, for example, in this case. But for sure, we're gonna kind of like a reassess with our academic team so we can give you a level, a BLI level.
Yeah, perfect. So go for it, take it, and then you will actually know your level and you can start from then. Could you share again, please, the slide with the prices, the flyer? There's someone who would like to see that. Anyways, again, we will send you all the information. And we have one more question here. Do we need a permit to study French language? Whoever can answer that.
You can see that now.
Yeah, we can see that. Thank you.
Right. So I'm sorry, your question was if you need a permit?
A permit to study French.
No, you don't need a permit to study French, and even less if you're going to be doing it online. You can be in Toronto, you can be in British Columbia, we actually have a course in British Columbia time, if that works for anybody. We have opened a course during British Columbia time zone. So because we know that there is 3 hours difference, and people are not all here in Montreal or in Canada in this time zone, but you can be in anywhere in every part of the world, and you can take our courses from where you are without having or need a permit. And even if you want to come to Montreal, there is no need of a study visa to study abroad.
Going to Montreal will be great. You will have a total immersion there. That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
can have a mix of both.
Totally, yeah, exactly. So exactly, you do not need at all any permit because you are studying a language, so that's totally fine. Before we go to our next question, I want to remind you that there are free resources out there like Duolingo. If you didn't like, you have not had any experience with French at all, you can get started there to try to understand it, whether you like it or not. But I guess at this point is not whether we like it or not, we need it. So just start to familiarize, obviously listening to podcasts, music, television, but also there are free resources in the libraries. So just go to your local library and search, ask for that information. They will have for sure. There are some audiobooks and some, lots of information that you can get totally for free. And also pages like Eventbrite, you can download the app Eventbrite or Meetup. There are some events in French. Most of them are very cheap or free, so you can join as well those events. So you can kind of get immersed in French, in the French mood. We have one more question here. This one is going to be for Gabriela. Are postgraduate work permit holder allowed to take these classes? Again, it's pretty much the same because the condition number 2 of the work permit that is not authorized or prohibited to get enrolled in any educational institution.
Yeah, that should be fine. If it's online, then that should be fine.
All right, and so in person is probably not recommended.
So it shouldn't have any, they shouldn't have any issues if it's less than 6 months. But if it's online, then they should be fine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And this one will be for BLI, just 12 weeks to become fluent in French. I think it depends a little bit, but I pass it over to you, Yania.
Yeah, no. 12 weeks, no, it is not accurate. I think fluent has a different terminology and can mean different ways. I think it's more like 4 to 6 months to go from level A0 or true beginner to an intermediate level, which is the CLB5. It's one of the requirements. The higher requirement is CLB7, which is B2. Then we're talking about maybe 8 months, 7, 8 months, but not 12 weeks. No, that would mean 3 months of education. And again, that will mean that you're doing an intensive course. Intensive course, I'm talking about you're taking classes Monday to Friday from 9 to 3 p.m. So it depends a lot on the amount of hours that you invest in the education.
Yeah, exactly. But for going from 0 to a proficiency level, it will require some effort and time for sure.
Correct.
We have one more for Gabriela. I see you are typing another one, but this for you, Gabriela. Does peer application require French academic or is it there also French general?
For the TEF, give me one.
Yeah, if it's general or academic.
No, it should be general, but let me just oh, I can't see. Okay, give me one moment.
Sure. Meanwhile, I want to remind you that we will be sending to you all this information. If you have questions later on, I have copied in the chat information from BLI, so you can send them an email or send us an email, and then we will contact you with them. If you are not sure, still not sure, are uncertain, okay, do not waste more time.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
get
yeah,
started.
so it should be general. And for this other one, for the Francophone mobility work permit, so this is an LMIA exempt work permit. More information to come on if this will be updated in June. So there was another question regarding this one, but we are just waiting to see if the IRCC will change anything or if it will be remain the same. So the way it works, it is an LMIA exempt work permit, but the employer still needs to submit the job offer through the employer portal. So they will need to pay the compliance fee of $230, and it can be in any NOC, but you will still need to demonstrate CLB 5 in French.
Exactly. Let's see what happens in June because everything is changing so fast. So
Yeah.
let's stay tuned. All right. I think we do not have any more questions. Again, we will be sending all the information to you. Do not hesitate and start studying French. Even if it's with Duolingo free app by now or actually joining BLI class, we do really recommend you. It will open you lots of doors. And remember that we're having this networking event. So if you belong to any of our programs from technology, contact us and we would love to give you more information. And also, we're gonna have this event next week about the PR options in Ontario. So stay tuned and I hope to see you next week. I believe we do not have any more questions right now. So, okay, that's a very last one, I think. This one is for BLI. Does the comprehensive input phytothesis for French learning works? The phytothesis for French works.
Let me see if I understand the question. Does the comprehensive input hypothesis for French
Oh, sorry, yeah.
works? I don't know if I understand correctly what is talking about this question specifically. So I know that the French that we use to teach our students, it goes as the way we learn to talk when we are little. So we don't translate, we don't do translation when we speak, we don't teach you the word and then translate it in your language so you can understand it. We practically start from the get-go and say hi, hello, how are you, na, na, na. Everything is in French, everything it goes as, even if the student is not understanding anything because he has never heard French before or learned any French before, we're gonna start speaking right away from French from hello, how are you, the colors, the numbers, like everything that you need for basics, and then you can continue to learn just like that. There is no translation of the language to teach, like the tactics that the teachers use.
Yeah, perfect. It's like very immersive and that's how we learn actually. All right, thank you so much. So we do not have any more questions now. We do have a quick survey that I really encourage you to reply. It has 3 optional questions, but we will love to hear from you so we can actually keep improving our events. You can tell us which kind of event would you like us to do, and we will try our best to work on that. So everybody, thank you so much for joining once again. It's been great having you all here. And I hope to see you next week. Jania, Tanya, and Gabriela, thanks for all your knowledge. Thanks for sharing all the discounts with our graduates. And I hope to see you soon again.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
See you later.